Hello, beautiful souls. You may have already met me. I am Marta the Medium, the host of the How to Be a Psychic Medium virtual retreat for spiritual seekers. I am so honored to be here and deeply grateful for everyone who is co creating this beautiful event and for all of you tuning in, taking time to listen, feel, and explore something deeper within yourselves. Today, I would love to share part of my story with you. It's long and layered, so I won't dive into every detail, but I want to take you through some key moments on the path that led me to realize I was a psychic medium. And maybe, as I speak, something inside of you will awaken too. Because here is the truth. Not everyone is called to be a psychic medium professionally. But we all have the ability to connect with our loved ones in spirit, with our spirit guides, with angels, and of course, with our own soul's wisdom. It's not about being special, it's about being open. Let's begin. I didn't grow up in a spiritual household. I was brought up Roman Catholic, but my family wasn't religious. There were no crystals or oracle decks inside. I hadn't even heard of the concept of psychic mediumship. But as a little girl, I wanted to go to church. I felt something there. I remember fainting at the altar once, so overwhelmed by the energy that I lost consciousness. After that, I could only stand near the side door close enough to feel, but far enough that I could breathe. And back then, no one explained to me what energy sensitivity was. I didn't understand that I was basically picking up on something real. So, like many of us do when we are not understood, I shut it down. And when I was around 4 or 5, I began seeing a woman by my bed at night. She terrified me. She had the look of Baba Yaga wrapped in a headscarf, silent, intense. She came in dreams, but also when I was awake. It felt like she was pulling at my soul, trying to take me to the attic. I later found out that she was my great-grandmother who had died in that very building. She wasn't trying to harm me. She was protecting me, guiding me. But as a child, all I felt was fear. And when I told the adults around me, they said it was just nightmares, that it wasn't real, that I was making things up. But I knew it was real. Even as a child, I had a deep inner knowing, especially around death. I didn't know it was anything unusual. It just felt natural to me that I would know when someone was preparing to leave this world. There were so many instances like this, but one I will never forget was with my grandfather. Not by blood, but the one who truly felt like my grandfather. He was in a hospital, and a family member said we should visit him the following day, but something in me insisted we go immediately. I didn't know how I knew it, I just knew. We went, he gave me his last kiss on the forehead, he said how much he loved me, and only a few hours later he crossed over. That moment stayed with me. Another major turning point came in 2010 when my mom fell into a coma. The doctors didn't believe she would survive. I was desperate, but I didn't want to act from fear. So I prayed to Padre Pio and said, if it is her time, I will let go. But if I'm meant to fight for her life, show me a sign. The next day, a friend invited me for a dinner, and out of her wallet dropped a picture of Padre Pio. She had no idea I'd been praying to him. That was the sign I needed. I found a doctor who taught me how to stimulate my mom's brain, and she came back. She lived for 12 more years, but those years were hard. Her health declined quickly, and I had to learn how to grieve someone I could still see. It was painful, confusing, and deeply emotional, but it taught me a different kind of love, a different kind of surrender. And Spirit never stopped guiding me. I remember being in my 20s, driving, when suddenly I heard, "Slow down. You are going to have a car accident in a second." Seconds later, a woman crashed into my car. I walked away unharmed, and I knew one of my angels had warned me. It wasn't my time to go. That moment anchored something deeper in me, and knowing that I was being watched over, even if I didn't fully understand how and why. Fast forward to 2018, I left an abusive relationship. I was terrified, but I knew I had to protect my children and myself. And it was during this time, when I was preparing for one of the court hearings, that I clearly heard my grandmother's voice. Not a memory, not a thought, but her voice, her tone, her phrases. That moment cracked something wide open in me. And soon after, I watched a psychic medium giving a live on Instagram. And I heard, "You are a psychic medium too." It was so unexpected that I laughed out loud, but I couldn't unhear it. So I said to Spirit, "If I really am, bring me the right teachers." And they did. One by one, the right people appeared. I began receiving clearer messages. I started sharing them with friends, then friends of friends. Word spread, and before I knew it, I was doing readings. That's how my path unfolded. But here's what I want you to know. You do not have to be a psychic medium to connect. We all have the ability to connect with our loved ones in spirit, with our spirit guides, and our angels. It is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger and clearer it becomes. And here is something else I would love for you to remember with your whole heart. Love never dies. Energy never dies. When someone you love crosses over, they don't disappear. They simply change form. There is an energetic thread, a heart to heart. I truly believe there's that heart to heart connection that still exists between you and them. You're still connected, always. They hear you, they walk beside you, they guide you. You may not be able to hold them the way you once did, but their love, it's still here. It's alive, it's real. And when you begin to trust that, your entire life begins to shift. So I would like to take us a moment now to strengthen that connection, to open the door just a little wider. So let's take a journey inward together. I'm going to take you through a very quick guided meditation. Close your eyes if it is safe to do so, and take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Let your shoulders drop, let your jaw soften, let yourself be held. Take another deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now imagine yourself standing in a field of light. The air around you shimmers. You're safe. You are supported. You're seen. Ahead of you, a version of yourself begins walking towards you. This is your higher self, your expanded, soul-aligned self, the one who already trusts, the one who already remembers. As they reach you, they take your hand and place it gently over your heart. And then They begin to speak, not with words, but with truth. Let these words wash over you. I am already connected. I trust my intuition. I am safe to receive guidance. My loved ones in spirit walk with me. I don't need to have all the answers to begin. Every step I take brings me closer to my truth. I allow myself to remember who I am. I honor the whispers of my soul. My gifts are unfolding in divine timing. Love surrounds me always. I am never alone. Take a moment, place your hand over your heart if you haven't already, and silently whisper to yourself, I am ready. Repeat again, I am ready. And one more time, I am ready. Breathe that in. Let it settle in your bones. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and return to the space. I want you to know that you're already awakening, and this journey isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you are at a soul level. Thank you for walking this part of your path with me. Thank you for listening, and thank you for opening your heart. I'm sending you lots of love. Bye.